Alright, hey there everybody, welcome to my channel and to this video. Today we're going to be reviewing this oscillating multi-tool. If you've never seen one or used one before, it is awesome, I assure you. I'd highly recommend it addition to your tool set. So let's see what it comes with. It comes with this little kit with 3 blades, a semicircle blade, a variety of sandpaper because it does act as a detail sander. So if you're doing lots of detailed sanding, furniture or whatnot, it's got a pointed tip, which is pretty cool. It's got a wood blade and a bi-cutting or bi-metal blade, so it does nail heads and screw heads and stuff like that. It has a depth control. This piece right here we'll be installing, so you can see kind of how that works. It's got a nice travel bag, and it does come with an adapter if you have non-Dewalt blades. This one is a Dewalt blade, and it fits perfectly, obviously. But if you happen to have other blades that are non-Dewalt blades, it has this converter adapter piece for you. I'm not going to be installing that because I don't have any non-Dewalt blades. But anyway, attaching it is really simple. It's got this, you depress that trigger right there. And I'm a big weenie, so you got to really kind of squeeze down. Not impossible, obviously, but just high quality, well-made, super heavy duty, and it locks into place with these pins. Now this piece is the depth control. If you need to control how deep you cut things, you basically screw in this other piece to the left, and then using the Allen wrench that's provided, you can tighten that down as shown here. So pretty simple. You could generally keep it on if you want, but it's kind of bulky, so if you're not going to use it, take it off. But it secures like that, and then you take this depth control piece right here, and you slide it in through the hole. And you can slide it in this way, and this little knob that I'm turning is a way to tighten it down, obviously. And then it also goes in this way if you're doing kind of a diagonal cut, and then it also drops in from the bottom up through that hole. So to take off the blade, you just depress the trigger and you kind of vibrate it with your hand, and it kind of wiggles out from those teeth. Pretty simple. We'll put in the other blades here. The first one I had that semicircle blade in, and this one is a wood cutting, I believe. Again, it comes with a metal and a wood cutting one, and you can rotate that, which is pretty cool. If you are going to use an extension cord, make sure you use a heavy duty extension cord. You can read those instructions down below in the description for more details on that, but here it is, and you can turn it on. Now the trigger is pressure controlled, so the lighter the touch, the lower the power. And then if you fully depress it all the way, it will go to full steam. So that's cool if sensitivity, if you're doing some cuts that don't require, full power, that's really nice. You saw the LED light on there too. Check that out. Highly recommended. And you can hear it there as well. Not overly loud. Not that that is important, but loud power tools in the house are never fun. Now you can see there I've marked for this particular project, I'm going to be demoing a shower, and you could cut the fiberglass with this, but I recommend a reciprocating saw. But this thing is awesome for like drywall cutting if you want straight butter-like cuts, right? This is awesome all the way down. If you run into any nail heads, you can switch out the blade and it'll take care of that. Pretty simple. So look at that. If you take a hammer and then just kind of go down with it, it's a nice clean cut, and it saves a ton of energy and hard work, right? It just cuts like butter. If you're going through fiberglass, it does cut through fiberglass as well. But again, I like the reciprocating saw. It's a little faster, and I don't care what it looks like. I don't need a fine cut. I just need it out of there, right? Here's another look. It gets rid of any burrs, any staples, any nail heads. Put on that metal blade and pops right off. If you have grout lines that need to be cleaned, you can put on that blade, or any caulking lines that you need cleaned out, and very carefully remove that, kind of as shown. And about a million other uses. This thing is pretty cool. You can YouTube or Google, what can you use a multi-saw for? You can cut through plywood straight on or at an angle, and that's the biggest benefit. You can really make some unique cuts. Now I happened to cut this with a circular saw at 45 degrees, but then it kind of came along and cleaned up really well. So just a beautiful tool all around. Give you some more shots here. And I don't know about you, but I've made some pretty difficult cuts with my Dremel tool which is an amazing tool, by the way, but sometimes it doesn't get the job done because look at the angle here. I'm trying to cut a pipe in the floorboard because I'm going to be redoing the trap for my shower. And look at that. It's kind of hard to get the correct angle. It's a little bulkier and thicker, and the blade's a little smaller. And it results in a non-flush or a non-straight cut. So in other words, it's going to angle up just a little bit as I cut underneath there. So that's fine. I can work with that, but and that is a nice tool to have, like I said. But the multi-tool, check this out. If we put this down here and then put that blade at an angle, I can get it perfectly level. Now I do wish this thing had a level on it, a built-in level like my drill. That would be really nice. And we can make that cut. Once the cut's made, you can flip out the sandpaper and saw down on a level plane and make sure your cut pipe is really nice and flush. So it does a lot of things. Overall, highly recommended, and hopefully this video has helped you out. For more videos like this, I do lots of do-it-yourself projects around the house and product reviews. Be sure to subscribe. I try to put out videos every week or so. So thanks for being with me.